Drake blows up Toronto for Project Bot.
Drake is working on a new music video, and it looks like he still hasn't let go of this lawsuit. What people are reporting about the music video that he's working on in Toronto is that it goes by the name of Project Bot. And people were aware of this in Toronto after they seen the pyrotechnics pop off near the area by an airport. Drake had also shared an article that talked about the pyrotechnics that he used because of how much of a disturbance it had caused to the people in the area. People didn't really even know what it was and were getting shook when they saw it. But Drake has took to Instagram to claim that he's responsible for it. He shared other pictures on Instagram besides the article, showing that he is the one that is responsible for this pyro. So it's something that is in a controlled environment. It wasn't nothing that was real. It was just special effects. So everybody in Toronto that was freaking out, just know that this is special effects. This is not real. And this is all part of a music video that Drake is working on. But the real problem is the name of the video itself, Project Bot. You got to be kidding me. And just to be 100% sure, people had shared the paperwork related to these effects. It says here, filming notification, Project Bot, delivery date, April 12th to April 13th, 2026, to the residents and business in the vicinity of Downsview Park and the surrounding area. We will be filming exterior scenes involving pyrotechnic special effects in the marked area. Thursday, April 16, 2026, between the hours of 6 a.m. to 2 a.m. Friday, April 17th. The pyrotechnic event will be occurring after 6 p.m. and should be completed by 11 p.m. Associated dates are as follow. Our production vehicles and various pieces of film equipment will be located on private properties. All of our filming and related activities are undertaken under authority and approval of the City of Toronto Film. Any intermittent traffic stoppage control will be conducted under the safe supervision of Toronto Police Service. On behalf of the production, we thank you for supporting Toronto's vibrant film industry. So this is just confirmation that these special effects are in regards to a music video by the name of Project Bot. And the problem is that if this is a music video that Drake is working on, I can only imagine he is trying to bring up the things that he brought up in court, the same things that got dismissed in court. And I feel like this is going to get bad for Drake, because if he thinks that he could come out and try to diss Kendrick Lamar by calling him a bot, it's not going to go good for him at all, bro. I can't believe he's still trying to repeat these ridiculous claims. Drake couldn't even win this in court. He had put this in his complaint, and now we're going to hear the same complaint that he made in court in a music video and on a record.
What's up, words? Your boy Challz Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Keep sending those cash apps to CLBMG. Join that membership. And all you buying that merch down below. Gang, listen. Head down in those affiliate links down below too. Click some. Show the channel some love. I don't know if it's finally, but your boy is gearing up to drop this Iceman record. And he blew up Toronto to start some process for some music video allegedly named Project Bot. We're going to have a conversation because I, for one, cannot wait until this album drop. I don't care what it does. I don't care what's on it. Just get this out the way, gang. I think people think we want to keep talking about this shit. We don't. It's other news stories that we could be talking about. There's other things going on. And the more we delay this, the more we got to keep speculating what's going to be on it. What's he going to say? Well, with a title like Project Bot, you already know he's coming at Dot with some bot allegations. Only problem is Drake is the only person with two active lawsuits claiming he's botting. Not one, but two. Drake has more allegations of botting than anyone else in the business. The Kendrick allegations are just allegations, and they come from Drake. He did a lawsuit about the whole battle, the Not Like Us song, and in the beginning of the lawsuit, he put in there that Kendrick was botting. Had to take that out the lawsuit. I don't know if y'all know that, because he couldn't prove it. Had zero proof. It's all allegations. But here we are. He's going to do a song called Project Bot out of nowhere, and we can only assume that it's going to try to attack Kendrick, gang. It's going to get real bad, because what they're going to do, they're going to run with it. Just like when he dropped this Pinocchio stuff, they ran with it. They're going to run with this Project Bot stuff. You're not going to be able to hear nothing else for 2 months. They're going to be like, yeah, it's just like the K-Bot thing and this, that, and the third. They're going to cling to this. Stuff like this is going to be an anthem. It's going to be a rallying cry. No matter how good, bad, or indifferent the beat is, they're going to make this song into the war cry. This is going to be their war cry about the whole record. Project Botany, but he knows this. It's funny because you would think a guy with so much on the line wouldn't come out with a record about propaganda. Now, let's just be honest. Maybe the record Project Bot has nothing to do with K. Dot, has nothing to do with robots pushing out music, pushing algorithms, pushing agenda. Maybe not, but we're not dumb and we know that's exactly what it's going to be, okay? Now, the fact that you're coming out 2 years later with a song called Project Bot, in regards, even if it's slightly remoted to K. Dot, means he's been on your mind for 2 years. You're coming out of the gate with another diss song to Kendrick Lamar. You're still talking. You're still shooting shots, throwing subs. It is embarrassing. At this point, you can't move on with your life. You have done nothing but talk about the battle, the people who turned their back on you in the battle, the people at the pop-ups, the basketball players that used to be your friends. We're still in this space, gang. You are stuck in a time warp that nobody else is in. You're going to drag your fans back into it, who God knows they need therapy, they need the help, gang. I'm just going to be honest. It's absolutely insane. And I just hit a point on Twitter, gang, where I had to start blocking people. Now they getting ridiculous. They went into my old pictures, my old personal shit. I guess it was Facebook or something, and found some old pictures, started posting them and shit. So now I got to start blocking them. They weird, gang. Right? They're doxing you, this, that, and the third. It's to a point where it can't be about discourse and conversation. Now they got to try to go after your family, this, that, and the third. They're weird, gang. They need help. Right? End of the day, we're at a point where it's getting concerning, right? It's getting concerning, but end of the day, we still going to have our opinion. We still going to talk shit about the bubble bath rapper and his whole fan base. So nothing's stopping, but at the same time, we still got to get dragged backwards. Most of our conversations at this point, we try to go forward, but there's always something new that drags us back. And here we are. You're going to say Project Bot. Drake continuously brings us back to this battle. He still has an active lawsuit that's still in the courts. He's still trying to file an appeal for something that was dismissed. So we keep getting dragged backwards into the battle. And every time this happens, Not Like Us goes back up in the Billboard charts and this, that, and the third. Or at least the numbers go back up. And Kendrick gets more monthly subscribers. Which it never was about that with him. At the end of the day, Kendrick was just making good music. Drake's whole purpose is the monthly subscribers, to be number one, this, that, and the third. Right? To be known on both sides. He wants to be a rapper and a singer and a dancer and whatever else he got going on. But I'm going to read this article because Drake blew up a massive explosion. Shook the half of Toronto. They was worried about what's going on. Then they were like, oh, it's a video. Oh, okay. Right? They had to get the word out real quick. Let's have this conversation. Drake confirms Project Bot after being linked to explosion in Toronto by Gabriel Braz Navarez for hotnewhiphop.com. We're still here, gang. A huge explosion in Toronto caught many folks' attention last night, and Drake is letting fans know it's tied to his new album, Iceman. More theatrics, God willing, God bless you if it works. I'm telling you right now, because it's me and you, I'm going to let you guys know that whenever Iceman drop, if it's next week, if it's tomorrow, if it's 10 years from now, I am going to do a stream for people who don't want to hear Iceman. We're just going to be live for hours, just doing our thing for the people who don't want to listen to Iceman. So look out for that. Stay tuned, okay? Soon as that drop, we dropping, all right? All right, let me continue. Drake still hasn't confirmed the release date for his new album, Iceman, but it seems like it might be around the corner. After a lot of speculation that the project would drop last night, a massive explosion in Toronto caught fans' attention instead. As it turns out, Drizzy himself seemed to take some credit for this Project Bot endeavor. So this is what this is his thing. This is his plan. Nice little scheme, marketing scheme is working beautifully because everybody, including me, we're talking about it. Let me continue. As caught by Kirko on Twitter, he shared the Instagram story featuring a Daily Express article about the explosion. For those unaware, the huge blast caused a lot of social media commotion and had fans wondering what the cause was. Reportedly, officials confirmed the safe explosion was part of a production shoot, and folks in the area received notification of the controlled event. All right. A filming notification referred to the shoot as Project Bot, right? End of the day, we're still here with this nonsense. We're still making this work, okay? And we're still watching this guy do these little schemes. We had the episode 1, 2, 3. I guess you guys are going to get episode 4 at some point, and you're going to end up having that happen, right? We're still going to have to cover that shit because he said episode 4 going to be our greatest work, and it's going to be when the album drops. So apparently, got to shoot episode 4. You guys going to be upset, right? Remember, Akademiks said stall them out because we all so excited and waiting, can't wait till this stuff happens. So apparently, got to drop episode 4. You already told us about it, right? The people like me, they tell me all the time on my Twitter that I'm secretly his biggest fan. You're his biggest fan. You obsessed with the guy. They tell me this, that, and the third. No, first of all, I just cover hip hop and I can't escape this shit. Okay? I cover hip hop to a degree, right? If you want to call it that, but I can't escape conversation about this guy because he does dominate it for this reason, that reason, or third, but it ain't that he's so good at hip hop. He dominated for every other reason but that shit. All right? So, end of the day, this is where we are. Let me continue. Filming. Okay, back to the IG story. The sixth guy posted a smiley face emoji with the halo and an ice emoji in his repost. Therefore, many fans assume this is part of Drake's Iceman rollout. The most popular and agreed upon theory at press time points to this being a music video shoot. A massive explosion like that certainly seems within scale for the Toronto superstar. And with so much hype around this upcoming release, fans wouldn't have it any other way. Now, all of this gotta lead to massive numbers. He's doing all the promo. I'm telling you, we've been talking 2 years of talking about this. August 2024, it was announced that this was coming. August 2025, we started to get the real rollout. Right? We started to get the episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. All of that was 2025. Now it's 2026, April. Right? Now we got a big, massive explosion. Gang, you better hope this shit's worth it. Anything less than 350, 380K the first week, gonna be a disaster. Let me just explain this to you before we go any further. No matter what the numbers are, they're gonna have a ready-made excuse for it. Those OVO Zoom calls, they're gonna have a ready-made excuse. If the shit sell low, they're gonna have an excuse for it. It ain't my job to figure out the excuse. I'm gonna let them figure it out. If it sell mid, they're gonna have an excuse. And God forbid, or Lord willing, depending on what side of the coin you fall on, if that shit does 350, 400K, you ain't never gonna hear the end of it. They gonna be big bone and brolic. You're gonna be like, oh my God, these niggas won't shut up. Listen, you're gonna hear about this for 10 years straight, no matter what happens. If this record does 480, some crazy nonsense, listen, you ain't gonna be able to breathe. You thought J. Cole fans was going crazy. You thought Kanye fans came back with a vengeance. If this Iceman record do like J. Cole says, I hope Iceman go crazy, right? If this Iceman thing do these crazy numbers, forget it, gang. Go ahead, go to Iceland, go to Norway somewhere. Just shut off your social media. You're not gonna be able to open up your social media for a good 2 weeks. They're gonna be bombing your shit nonstop. So it's up to you if you can handle that shit, but it's going to be crazy. The amount of bragging, the amount of nonsense you're going to have to deal with, it's going to hurt your soul, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Let me tell you. All right, so with this in mind, all that remains now is to wait for when the album will officially or actually drop. A full-on surprise drop isn't out of the question, but we will probably get at least another live stream episode first before the whole thing comes out. Like I said, he told you it was coming. He said, it's going to be our best work, and it's going to wrap up all 3 episodes in a bow. You get to learn why he was carrying ice all over Toronto and all over the world. Then you get to learn why he walked into that place, that Turkish bathhouse, and he met with Central C for whatever godforsaken reason, and they had that girl dancing in that empty pool with no water in it. Then he quit his job and took the ice truck anyway, so you got to find out where he's taking all that ice. So you got to have episode 4. It ain't no way around it. All right, let me continue. Before this, Drake has allegedly filmed other Iceman music videos, or maybe this is part of the same production. He was recently spotted filming something at Toronto City Hall. This guy got pulled over there in Toronto. He blowing shit up. He in the City Hall dancing and singing. This dude got a lot of shit. He got a lot of pull up there, gang. Maybe he is the mayor like they keep saying. Let me continue. This joins other rollout moves such as freezing his courtside seats at the Toronto Raptors and the release of previous singles like Doghouse and What Did I Miss. At least we know this explosion wasn't just a random event. Many diehards hope the rest of Iceman's life cycle will be similarly explosive, whether lyrically, sonically, or impact-wise. And I believe I heard that Rory and Mal said this is going to be some of his best rapping ever. Gang, I don't know. I'm really going to be honest, and I'm kind of like to a degree, a hip-hop historian, so I got to store things in my mind. Me listening to this going to be a really tough sell. I don't see me listening to it. I'm going to definitely, they're going to be clips online. They're going to be all kind of snippets. They're going to be reactors. I may watch other reactors like I did last time with some sexy songs for you. I may watch other reactors. And my brother-in-law still loves this guy. So when he comes through, I'm definitely going to have to hear some tracks on this song, on this album. I don't know if I just really... my brain is trying to say, Challz, for hip-hop, you got to listen to some of it. I don't see me listen to it, gang. I'm just going to be honest. But there's going to be some research I'm going to have to do and listen to something. So it is what it is. And I know that ain't right to be like, Challz, you won't listen to the album. You're supposed to be a hip-hop head. Well, I don't think it's a hip-hop album. Just going to be honest. It's a Drake album, right? Drake is a pop star. I don't got to listen to pop shit. So end of the day, it's the simple fact of the matter is I don't know how much hip-hop really going to be on here, even though Ben the Don told him to delete all that party shit or half of the party shit and put more bars. So Rory and Mal said this is going to be some of the best rapping he's ever done. Akademiks going crazy online. Iceman on the way for the 18th time. But I just don't feel that it's something I'm going to need that's going to be like you missed out on hip-hop because you didn't listen to the album. I don't know, gang. I don't see that in any kind of shape or fashion. I'm out of here, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Me, personally, like I said, I'm going to be doing a damn near anti-Iceman live. All right, I'm just announcing that now just so you know. Expect it unless something go real crazy and he drop it when I'm on vacation or something ridiculous like that where I can't even go live. Other than that, I'm going to be live, man. We're going to be doing something different, man. That's all I got to say, man. Listen, let me know what you think in the comments about this big bang, the big boom, freaking Project Bot nonsense. And we know damn well he going to be trying to control the narrative and go at Kendrick Lamar, but I don't think it's going to work like he think. Only his stand's going to be running with that. If I'm a real Drake fan, I don't want to hear no shit called Project Bot. I'm just going to be honest. Give me some good music. Give me some shit I can dance to in the club. I can't dance no shit called Project Bot in the club. That's going to be silly. I'm just going to be honest, man. Listen, I'm out of here. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, we go live on the West Show, me, TJ, and Fliz. Lock in. I also got the Patreon up. I'm over 23 episodes in. Over there, lock in. I got different membership tiers from free all the way up to adamantium. So either one, pick your poison, man, because I'm just gonna be working over there. All right. And last but not least, we got new music. Peanut Butter Tim's, me, TJ, and Fliz. It's off of the What Project. On all social media. I'm sorry, all streaming platforms. Lock in, run that up, share. All right. I'm out of here. I'm gonna catch you on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there, we out. Grab my pocket knife too, let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. and it left me with no sinner in a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within, with the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin, with the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin, and then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face, and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here and we ain't the cheese, we the trap.